The upcoming Marvel Studios Disney Plus series Ms. Marvel is definitely going to be a different shift in terms of storytelling for the MCU, considering that, like the comics, we are getting to see the story through the eyes of a fangirl of the universe and the characters. And the latest details reveal to us exactly how big of a fangirl the actress is, and how much they had to tell her, no, we can't have more references to Iron Man. No. If you guys have seen any number of interviews out there with Ms. Marvel, you start to realize that she is legit, like the typical fanboy fangirl who loves everything about the MCU. Having her own theories, having pretty much being a real-life version of Kamala Khan, which is exactly why she looks like she's pretty much perfect for the role. So in the lead up to the series, doing the rounds with interviews and everything, she sat down and talked to SFX magazine about how they approached this whole idea of placing Ms. Marvel in the universe and what exactly were they going to acknowledge, the characters, the references, and all that, considering in the comics, Kamala Khan is 24/7 surrounded by various things like posters, constantly talking about her favorite heroes, writing fan fiction and all that. And she reveals that in real life, well, she's a huge Iron Man fan. And yeah, she knows Captain Marvel is obviously in the comics a big inspiration to Ms. Marvel, but to her, it's Iron Man. You know, the birth of the MCU and everything. And she really was hoping that they could put a lot more Iron Man stuff in the series, to the point where she asked Kevin Feige whether they could make more references to Iron Man, put more Iron Man stuff in there, and they told her no. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We are going to restrict how much we can talk about Iron Man and what we do with him because it just doesn't belong here. And again, that makes sense. I don't think this is anything bad. I think it's just in favor of the story and the world and what they're doing. You know, in the comics, like they say, Captain Marvel, that's who Ms. Marvel looks up to. Looking up to Iron Man in the MCU would not be Captain Marvel, would not be what Ms. Marvel does in the comics, and that would just be another thing that I think people would point out as a major flaw. If suddenly her idea of her hero isn't Captain Marvel, but it's Iron Man, like, it doesn't really work the same. It doesn't really, you know, come out the same. You can't really frame the story the same. And also, what happens then with the Marvels? Like, she suddenly doesn't join it. Like, wouldn't the story be, oh, why am I Ms. Marvel? Why aren't I just, I don't know, Iron Jr.? I don't know. Oh, wait, of course, that's trademarked by Peter Parker. How could I forget? But you guys see what I'm saying, right? They can't make a ton of Iron Man references because there's no place for it here.